Good morning, third grade. Ms. Fogelman here for your math lesson today. Let me share my slides. All right, so today is December 16th, and we are talking about multiplication and division. Our learning target today is that the student will decide whether to use multiplication or division to complete a word problem. Before we begin, let me make sure that I shared. Yep, I did. Let's watch this review video on multiplication.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at word problems with multiplication stories. So let's take a look at the problem we have below. There are 6 flowers and each flower has 6 petals. How many petals are there in total? So these are the flowers here, and we want to find out how many petals each one of these flowers has. So we're going to circle the important words. Whenever we have a word problem, we should try to circle or notice the important numbers. So 6 flowers, and each flower has 6 petals. And we know the question is the total that we want to find out. So what I can do is make a multiplication story. So I have 6 flowers times 6 petals, because each of these has 6 petals on them. And when I multiply that together, I get 36. And if I were to count all of these petals, I'm going to find that there are 36 petals. So that is how you use a multiplication story to solve a word problem.
Okay, so that was just a short video to review what you're looking for multiplication. Okay, so our first question we're doing today says, the music teacher was getting the stage ready for a performance. She set up 6 rows of chairs, and each row has 7 chairs. How many chairs did the music teacher have on the stage? So I'm not sure exactly whether to use multiplication or division, so I'm going to draw my picture first. She set up 6 rows of chairs. So I know if I'm doing an array, I have 6 rows. Okay, and I have 7 chairs in each row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because remember we count this first one right here. So if I filled in all of this array, then I would find out exactly how many chairs the music teacher has on stage. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to continue my lesson. So if I'm doing this, making sure that my rows and columns are even so that I make it a proper count, what information has this problem given us? Well, the problem has given us the number of groups, right, which is the rows, and the number in each group, which is the 7 chairs or the columns. So if we are given the number of groups and the number in each group, that information tells us that we are multiplying. Okay, almost done. All right, so we're given the number of groups, which is this information right here, and the number in each group, which is this information right here. Okay, so number of rows is the groups, number of columns is the number in each group. So if we're given that information, we know that we are multiplying, which is 6 times 7, and we know that that equals, and if we went ahead and counted all of this, we would find that it equals 42, okay? So that's 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 plus 7 is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35, and 35 plus 7 is 42. So we know that we're using multiplication because we have been given the number of groups, which is the 6 rows of chairs, times the number in each group, which is the 7 chairs. And that tells us that we are multiplying. Now, if we go to the next problem, we are working with division. Now, in this problem, we are trying to decide what word problem matches our equation. Which problem could be solved using the expression or equation 36 divided by 4? Now, when we are looking for division or deciding to use division, we need the total number of items, and then we need either the number of groups or the number in each group. So here we have Tina had 36 pieces of gum. She gave 4 pieces to a friend. How many pieces of gum does Tina have left? Well, we do have the total number of pieces that Tina has, but she's giving away 4 pieces. So that is when we're giving away something, we are using subtraction. So we know we can't use A. Let's look at B. Tina had 36 pieces of gum. She bought 4 more pieces. How many pieces does she have now? Well, if we are given the total number again, but it says she bought 4 more pieces. So how many does she have now? That means addition. So we're not using that one. Letter C. Tina had 36 pieces of gum. She gave all her gum to 4 friends. If she gave each friend the same number of pieces, how many pieces did she give each friend? So we are again given the total number of pieces Tina has. It says she has her 4 friends she's giving it to. So that's the number of groups. If she gave the same number, equal amounts of pieces, how many pieces did she give each friend? So that sounds like division, but let's look at the last one because we want to double check ourselves. So I'm going to just put a dot beside this one because that might be the answer. Letter D, Tina had 4 friends. She gave each of them 36 pieces of gum. How many pieces of gum did Tina give away? This gives us the number of groups, but it also gives us the number in each group. So this would be more multiplication. So we know D could not be it. So C is our answer because it gave us the total number of pieces of gum and it gave us the number of groups, which is the 4 friends. So we would have to, in order to figure this out, we would have to draw 4 friends, right? And then we would give out the pieces of gum until we gave out 36. So let me draw it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are her 4 friends. And we would continue, we'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until we got to 36. And we would find that each friend gets 9 pieces of gum. All right, so let's continue. What information do we need in a multiplication problem to know to use multiplication? We need the number of groups and the number in each group, and that tells us multiplication. What information do we need in a division problem? We need the total number of items and the number of groups or the number in each group. All right, so have a great day. Make sure you complete that division problem in Showbie and that you're finishing your unfinished work.